What's up, YouTube? This is Robert here, YouTube on a budget, back with another video. This video is basically about Apple TV versus LockPick, why I didn't use LockPick, why LockPick wasn't good for me, and basically the pros and cons with Apple TV. Um, so yeah, let's go into it. So one thing I found out, guys, y'all remember when I was talking about the USB was getting hot? So basically, the USB was good. Well, it wasn't good. The USB had a shortage in it, guys. So with it being had a shortage in it, that's why it was getting hot. I had to take it back and get it exchanged. So it's working good now. I still plugged in with the inverter. And the inverter, one of the guys in the comments said I shouldn't have it in the glove box, which is probably true, because it can give a possibility of overheating. But I had the car on for 3 hours and I was driving, watching Apple TV, and it didn't overheat. It wasn't hot or nothing. So I don't think I'm going to be in my car for more than 3 hours at a time anyway. So I'm just going to leave it in here. But that was a good call out. So if you do this, maybe you should put it underneath the seat probably to get more airflow if you're going to be in your car longer than a couple of hours. That's something you probably want to do. Versus how I did it, I drilled a hole down there and ran the wires through there. You could just probably put this underneath your seat, and it'd probably be a lot easier on you installing it. But yeah, so I appreciate him for calling that out, because that does make a lot of sense. But Apple TV, guys, it's been working fine. Of course, I put my AUX buttons on 1, 2, and 3. Whenever I get my front view camera, that's going to go there. And then this is the backup camera, of course. That's the backup camera. And then this is the Apple TV. And see, there you go, Apple TV. And then if I want to get out of it, it's just like, what's so convenient about this is it's just a push a button away. If I want to go back to the radio, if I want to go back to Apple TV. And then if I put the car in reverse, it still pops in reverse. Oh yeah, guys, look, I got the guidelines. Finally got the guidelines. So yeah, it's convenient, guys. Super convenient. Haven't had no issues with Apple TV. So let's get into this Apple TV versus LockPick thing. LockPick is really good for Android users, but I don't know why people still have Androids. It's 2017. Apple products is the way to go. I was an Android user back in the day, but after getting the MacBook and all that, laptop and desktop, I just switched over to iPhone. So I get a lot of people ask me why I didn't go with LockPick. One, the reason why I didn't go with LockPick is just too damn difficult. Like it's too much. Like people say I have a lot of gadgets and all that, but LockPick has too many wires. You gotta have an antenna on the back of the little modular thing, which I think is ridiculous. And then you have a cord that comes all the way. You got to put it somewhere so your remote, you can use your remote. And on my remote is Bluetooth, guys. I can leave my remote right here, and I can navigate through. See this? Because it's Bluetooth. I don't have to point it at nothing. I could be in the back seat with the remote because it's through Bluetooth. So that's the downfall from my opinion with LockPick versus Apple TV. Is the whole remote thing. And then the mirroring thing is ridiculous. Let me switch over. Let me switch over to the actual GoPro so y'all can see about how fast the mirroring is. Look how fast it is to mirror my cell phone. Slide up, push the mirror. Look how fast Apple TV come up. Push Apple TV, and look, it's already mirrored. That's crazy, ain't it? Versus LockPick, it has to load up the Mirrorcast or whatever that stuff is called. It's something called Mirrorcast. Yeah, something called Miracast and all that. And then let me show you how fast it is to get on the internet. And this is not a downfall because you can cut your hotspot on. Cut my hotspot on in the car. Then I just go to settings and go to network. And I think it's already connected. So it auto connects because I did it before. So I don't even have to do that. So let's go to YouTube. And depending on your service provider is all about how fast your internet goes. But my internet goes pretty good. My YouTube, of course. Alright, so it's the videos I was watching yesterday. Yeah, let's watch this because this is something I'm really thinking about getting. Rip Supercharged. And yeah, so look. Oh, let me show you how to cut the sound on. See how the sound is not on? So you push AUX, go to media, and then you got to make sure it's on the disc. So it's on the disc, so the sound is working. See, there you go right there. Yeah, guys, so.
Power. Okay, so 448 horsepower at the wheels, almost 450.
Yeah, so what else is so cool about that is I could actually be on the phone. And look, it still works, the internet. Where you at? Yeah, so as you can see, I was on a phone call and it still plays. And look, I'm recording right now on hotspot and it still plays. So this is why I say the whole Apple TV is better because you can do more. You can do way more with Apple TV versus LockPick because all LockPick do is give you 1,000 cameras. It gives you 1,000 cameras all the way around your car. Well, you don't get the cameras, but you have the option to use so many cameras around the car versus watching Netflix or watching YouTube. You can even use movies. Yeah, yes, you could do that stuff, do mirroring from your phone on LockPick, but can you be on your phone and mirror your phone at the same time? No, you can't. Versus here, I could just cut my hotspot on and it's taking the same, well, I got unlimited gigabytes, but it's taking the same gigabytes from when you're on using your mirroring your phone. It's the same thing. So I feel Apple TV is a way better advantage than LockPick. Don't get me wrong. LockPick has its pros and cons, but if you have an Apple TV, I mean, an iPhone, guys, go with Apple TV in your Dodge Charger. Way better. Just look at the quality. Just look at the quality of it. It looks like it's 1080p, but it looks almost like 4K, which is excellent. So, my opinion, I would go with Apple TV. And I would go with the 4th gen. Might as well get the newest one because you can navigate, do everything. Because look, let's see how this goes. Slim Thugger. Yeah. See? It's awesome, man. And I'm still on hotspot right now. And I could do all this stuff while I'm recording. Or if I was on the phone. But you know one thing about this Apple TV? The only one downfall that I don't like about the Apple TV, if I have it plugged in to my USB, I cannot listen to the music off. I can't listen to the music off my phone while on navigation. So that's the only downfall. But other than that, that's the only downfall. But you can listen to the radio, but you can't listen to the music on your phone. So that's the downfall. That's the one downfall I found. I wanted to make sure I had it for used it for a couple of days, just to make sure. But other than that, guys, Apple TV is the way to go. I wouldn't go with LockPick unless you have an Android, and I guarantee you it's a way you could probably get Android to work with Apple TV. I just don't know of it I just don't know of it. I guarantee you can get it to work. And then the other thing is you can put other devices to the LockPick, but you have way too many devices then. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Just wanted to give you my Apple TV versus LockPick opinion. Not knocking LockPick or anything, but Apple TV is way better. You get more for your buck, and you're gonna spend less doing all what I did versus buying a LockPick, because LockPick costs $444 or $440 something. Robert, YouTube it on the budget. Peace. Oh yeah, guys. So I forgot to tell y'all. So I bought this mirror box before I put the Apple TV, and this is what I was going to use. But this is going to be just like the LockPick, really. I could just mirror my phone, and that's it. I won't get all these other wonderful options like navigation, and all like Netflix and all this other stuff. So I don't have no need for this. But this is another thing you can use if you have an Android, if you just want to mirror your phone. And you're going to install it the same way I did mine. And that's the HDMI right there. And then the RCA. So you can install this the same way and mirror it. And this is way cheaper. This only cost me like $25 off eBay versus buying LockPick. So like I said, it's always ways around everything. All you have to do if you have a Dodge Charger is get that AV cable kit, and that's it. That's $60. This is $25, so that's under $100. And then the wires, you're probably just roughly, you're not even gonna spend $100. Let's just say all the gadgets and everything for $100. So you're looking at like $200 versus spending $400 some dollars. So this is another option, but I don't need this no more. So probably give this away to somebody on YouTube or something. I don't know. If you want it, you're interested, let me know. We can work out something if you have an Android. So now I'm leaving. See y'all later, guys. Good luck. You have any questions, let me know. Feel free. You know I answer fast as possible. But look at this, guys. Push of a button. Go back to the radio. Push of a button. Go back to Apple TV. Push of a button. I want to go to reverse. Just push reverse. It's awesome. Look at that. Push of a button. Now, if you don't want to buy this, remember, you can also do the volume thing. See? Which, this crap is too, to me, this is the front view camera. This is the Apple TV. This is just too difficult. I like this way better. You can just push a button. It's just completely better to me. So, yeah. Peace.